1 in 3. That's how many American men will face physical violence, sexual assault, or stalking by an intimate partner. 1 in 3 women worldwide will endure physical or sexual abuse, most often by someone they know. But domestic abuse isn't just bruises. It's manipulation, it's fear, it's control that seeps into every part of your life. I'm Ingrid Dutton, and I survived it. Then I created 1 in 3 so no one else has to suffer in silence. Each week, we break that silence together. Occasionally joined by survivors, loved ones, and experts, we talk about the pain, yes, but also about the healing, resilience, and the fight to reclaim your life. This podcast is more than awareness, it's a lifeline. And a reminder, you are seen, you are heard, you are never alone. Search for 1 in 3 wherever you get your podcasts, because every voice matters and every story deserves to be heard.
According to nationaltoday.com, Happiness Happens Month is celebrated annually in August in the United States. It is dedicated to celebrating things that make you happy. It is a known fact that happiness is contagious, and sharing your happiness can bring a smile to someone else's face. This month reminds us that happiness can be found in even little things that we might not notice, and that spreading the same joy amongst others can help make the world a better place.
Hey everybody, since this episode is about Happiness Happens, I wanted to include a little treat that even Jessica doesn't know about. Stay tuned until the end of the episode for a sweet cameo that's sure to make everyone smile. Good morning.
Good morning, sister.
Oh, you're British now, are
Am
you?
I British? I was working on my southern accent earlier with my daughter's unicorn.
Oh, did she get a pet unicorn?
No, she's feeding him grapes before bedtime. And so I was playing with her for a while because she turns 5 tomorrow. So I didn't want to say goodnight.
Aww.
Last night. Nothing. Because we were saying good morning and I was talking about putting her to bed. Matter.
Well, clearly they know we are not waking up at like 1 o'clock in the morning to record this and edit it before it drops.
Very, very fair.
We record at night, guys.
I know we said we were doing Tuskegee next, but we decided to break it up with a little happiness to break it up with a little
happiness.
Oh, geez. Okay. If only you guys could have saw the dance moves that went along with that.
I was doing the donkey dance.
Okay.
From Shrek.
My
son
lovely.
is in the Shrek musical.
Because he's so awesome. He's
so awesome. Okay.
Coolest kid anyway. Mom brag. I'll allow it. So last week, I think when we were wrapping up, I was talking about, I think I was teasing you over Maryland maybe. And I was saying that I can put words I was supposed to say I can put words one in front of another. Like I can make a sentence, but I said I can put words one behind another. So I heard it. I think I heard it this morning on my way to work. And I was like, what did I just say?
I didn't even catch that. And I edited that episode.
Anyways, so that's not what I meant, but you guys probably knew what I meant.
One thing I said was that Henrietta's cells were used. No. I was talking about the surgeon and how he used, and I said estrogen to teach menopause.
Did you? I missed that.
I will school you, menopause, and put you where you belong.
That's the original mansplaining.
Right. So estrogen is used to treat it, not teach it.
That's crazy. I remember you saying that, and I thought you said treat when I heard you.
I did too. I actually, when I was editing, I listened to it 4 times to make sure. Am I seriously saying teach right now? There are a couple other things. I actually got a message from a listener that said that, I was obviously Googling when I said Maryland. And the message said, perhaps your sister should Google too. We didn't go to space in 1967.
When did we go to the moon?
So Armstrong went to the moon in 1969. So you weren't too far off.
No.
Not too far off. But since I was double checking that information, I decided to double check exactly when Gila's cells went to space. Mm-hmm. And her cells went into space in 1960 with the Soviet satellite Korabl Sputnik.
Wow.
Yes.
So she went way back when.
Mm-hmm. Well,
thank you, dear listener. I will probably not Google my facts, and I will continue correcting myself. But thank you.
It's more fun that way. It takes up more time, especially when we're unprepared for an episode.
Well, we're prepared today.
We are.
Kind of.
I think.
Fairly. We'll see.
Okay. You guys be the judge of that.
As you do so well. All right. So happy history, or happy, I'm already reading. Oh, geez. Happy Happiness Happens month.
Oh, nope. I can't do it.
Happiness. So, oh my gosh, my Wisconsin accent just came out unintentionally.
100% it did.
Great. Okay. So not to be confused with the International Day of Happiness in March, August is Happiness Happens.
Which is also known as my birthday.
Not the International Day of Happiness. I thought
it's
in
March.
20th.
No. They moved it in 1977. They moved it to March 23rd.
They're like, everyone is so happy this day of March 23rd because Ingrid
was born. Yes.
No, that did not happen.
Oh, okay.
No.
I've been misled then. My apologies.
So I want to tell you a little bit about the organization that created Happiness Happens. Actually, Happiness Happens is the name of the organization. Oh, no. Nope. Not starting off on a good roll here. So the organization, it was started by a group called the Secret Society of Happy People. I just love that that's a thing. The Secret Society of Happy People.
They had to stay underground for a while.
Of course they did. So it was founded by Pamela Gale Johnson in August 1998, and she formed it to celebrate and embrace happiness in every form. She felt that a lot of people didn't know how to express their feelings, or it's, how sometimes it's weird to share your happiness with someone, like when you're just super happy, but it's almost awkward to share it.
Well, yes, because one, misery loves company. So not that everyone you talk to is miserable, but
it's almost like a brag that you're happy. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So
you can only do it on Facebook where everybody's lives are perfect.
Right. Okay. So this group, the Secret Society of Happy People, they decided to create a positive environment, and they encouraged their members to share joyful stories of their lives and moments that they really, that meant a lot to them and that they cherished. So they started seeing the positive effects of everyone and hearing their happy stories. They found themselves smiling, and they were able to more freely share their happiness with everyone. So they just saw this really positive effect in it. So in 2000, the Secret Society decided to take their celebration on a global platform, and they declared August 8th as Happiness Happens Day and the whole month as Happiness Happens Month. Although I only saw it in one spot that August 8th was Happiness Happens Day. So not sure if that took hold. And the group has 2 mottos, which are,
what's a motto?
What's a motto with you? Can you guess what one of the mottos is?
Be happy.
happiness happens. It's one of the mottos.
They're really original. I like them.
Well,
This is great.
They created it. They created it all. And the other is, don't even think of raining on my parade.
Oh.
That probably didn't have as much attitude as that. Like,
It
don't even
did.
think of raining on my parade.
Okay.
Yay. Okay. Anyway, so that's a little bit about the organization and I never knew happiness happens was a thing. You?
Because you're not one of the happy underground
I
people.
was not invited to the secret society.
So is it like happy dwarf? Get it? They're underground. Dwarves are
Not
just
underground.
happy.
Dwarves are in mines. Like, I mean, if you want to go off of Snow White.
Well, where are the mines? Are they on top of the ground or are they under the ground?
Well, in Snow White, they're just in a mountain, in a cave. It's not really underground, though.
Are they top of the mountain or are they in the mountain?
But it's like they didn't have to dig under. They just dug through.
But is there something on top of them?
A roof? I'm not going to concede. I refuse. Stop patronizing me. Is that the right word? I don't know. Who cares?
Just you need to stop talking.
Okay.
Except this is your story.
Yes, this is my story. Okay.
God help us all. What does that sound?
I have crickets outside my window.
Is Jiminy is right in front of the microphone.
See, Jiminy is happy. He wants to join the podcast.
Yes. Aw.
Oh, I would love it if Jiminy Cricket was real. He's so cute in his little suit coat. What's it called? Is it a suit coat? Let me say it again. Suit coat tux. And it's tux. It's tux with tails. Oh, good grief. All right, let's power through this. All right.
We're waiting on you.
I know. I was talking to myself in my Jiminy Cricket. Okay. All right. So as most of you know, we are from Wisconsin. So this is not
I'm Ingrid, by the way.
Oh yeah, I'm Jessica. And this is another situation.
Oh, I'm so proud.
And
you did that well. No, that was good.
Okay, so this may not be a given, but it should be kind of a given, but it's not. But we are Green Bay Packer fans. So what does that have to do with happiness?
That's not a given. That's what people are surprised to hear about you.
Well, because they don't know I'm from Wisconsin when I live in Texas, smarty pants. Or when I lived in Florida, didn't know. It's not like I wear. Anyways.
Okay.
All right. Anyways, if you follow...
What is going on?
I don't know. If you follow even a little bit of football, I am sure you've heard about Aaron Rodgers and his use of ayahuasca. Yeah? Have you?
I did last week. I heard about it.
Well, yeah, of course. So he has praised its benefits and reports going on retreats to Peru since 2020. And he actually went with Danica Patrick, which that was his first trip. Like I honestly assumed something else of him, but he went with Danica Patrick.
Is she a sports car driver?
She's a race car driver. Oh, it's going to be a long one.
Sorry, everybody.
Yeah. So he initially went with her prior to his 2020 season. So he actually got the last plane out March 8th, 2020, right before the country shut down because of COVID.
Right before my birthday.
Well, March 8th is Grandma's birthday, actually. So yeah.
And Uncle John's.
So he said, that's what ayahuasca did for me, was help me see how to unconditionally love myself. It's only in that unconditional self-love that I'm able to truly be able to unconditionally love others. How many times did he say unconditionally in that sentence?
Well, Aaron Rodgers does have a lot of love for himself.
So he also said in Sports Illustrated.
Unconditionally.
A lot of people have asked a lot of questions in the vein of, you seem so much happier and enjoying things a little bit more. What's the difference? That's what I pictured it. Doing ayahuasca was a big part. Okay, so now that ayahuasca has the oh, this is me. This is his quote is done. Sorry. Okay, so now that ayahuasca has the endorsements of a well-known NFL player, You may be asking yourself, what in the world is ayahuasca? Anyone? Bueller? No? Okay. So, according to WebMD, ayahuasca is a plant-based psychedelic drug. It can be brewed like tea leaves or smoked, but the majority of it I saw it was brewed. So I don't know where I got the smoked from. I think WebMD was wrong. So the drink was originally used for spiritual and religious. Yep, called up WebMD.
Everyone else is wrong. I'll correct everybody.
WebMD has turned to Wikipedia, and now people can go in there and edit themselves. I really don't know where I got the smoked from. I think I might have added that and just credited WebMD for it. So we'll just say you can brew it like you brew it. Okay. The drink was originally used for spiritual and religious purposes by Amazonian tribes. Some of the side effects of ingesting it is that it alters your thinking, your sense of time, and it can heighten your emotions. Sometimes you may hallucinate. Ayahuasca is translated as vine of the soul in Quechua, which is also known as Runasimi, which is a language spoken by people living in the Andes in Peru. Nowadays, many Westerners are traveling to South America to experience the benefits of this plant to have a personal, physical, and emotional growth. Not to have personal, physical, and emotional growth. Just one growth.
Just one time.
I just want one little bump right here on my arm. Just give that to me and I'm good. The drug is taken under the supervision of a shaman who is a religious person who is known to guide people through their experience. All right, so that's what the basics of it is. But to get all scientific on you, ayahuasca is made from the leaves of the Psychotria viridis shrub and the stalks or the bark, actually, of the Banisteriopsis capi vein. Don't know how to say it. I just, in case someone actually wanted to know.
Botany is your strong suit.
It is, just like microbiology.
Right. And anything else. And speaking.
Putting words behind each other. Other plants can sometimes be included in the brew or in the tea. It's not a tea, but in the brew. So the effective components of ayahuasca are DMT or dimethyltryptamine. I know I said that wrong. And MAOIs or monoamine oxidase inhibitors. That ring a bell, anybody? Many antidepressants are comprised of MAOIs. So the drug works because the MAOIs that was really hard to say. Stop your body from breaking down the DMT. Because I guess usually there's something, either the enzymes in your liver and your kidneys will break down. Yes, I heard it too. Will break down the DMT. So you can't get the effects of the DMT, but the MAOIs allow it to stay in your body, which stimulates serotonin receptors. Happiness, euphoria. So the effects of the drug take place within 30 to 60 minutes of ingestion and can last for 4 to 6 hours. The effects themselves vary from person to person, and they can include visual hallucinations, like seeing vivid colors and patterns, feelings of euphoria, awareness of sense of self. Like that's what Rogers must have had. Like he must have been, I am aware of myself.
And I love it.
I love every minute of it.
And myself.
And
that commercial with my ridiculously long flippy hair and my tight jeans.
There was, I don't know if it was taken from the podcast that he talked on it about, or if it was a different part of an article after the podcast that he was talking on it. He said it felt like he was being touched, like hands were being laid all over him. And they're the hands of his ancestors, allowing him to forgive himself for the person he has been in this life.
He may have had a lot of people's hands laid on him.
That's what I thought too. I was like, I wonder if people were actually touching him while this happened.
Lay your hands on me.
Okay. Euthymia, feelings of connection. You can also have anxiety, panic, fear, and auditory hallucinations.
See, that's what would happen to me.
Which are auditory hallucinations are from you hear them. In case, I don't know. Why did I explain that? I don't know. Physical effects.
They're listening to an audio podcast. I think they probably know it. Odd of you.
True. So the physical effects, see if you want to do it, include nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, increased heart rate and body temperature, and increased blood pressure. Does that sound tempting to you?
Totes.
Well, they
Why?
actually say, like, the people that have the religious experiences say that that's part of the body purging itself, like the vomiting and the diarrhea is like your body cleansing itself from the whatever.
Can't you just go to church?
Well, church doesn't give me vomiting or diarrhea though.
Well, do you want that part?
Not necessarily. No, not particularly.
Okay.
So research on psychedelics are still being studied. However, some studies have shown that ayahuasca and similar drugs like mushrooms, which actually have Oregon said that mushrooms can be legal now. Back in 2020, they legalized mushrooms, but it's not like a law yet. So I think they said like next year they should actually be legal.
That explains so much.
About Oregon?
Portland, I gotcha.
Stay weird. Okay. They've been effective in treating mood disorders like depression, anxiety, and PTSD, but more research needs to be done because since the dosage is not exactly accurate or the same with every person and every person is different, it's difficult to weigh the pros and cons of it. As with a lot of mental health drugs, some benefit while others just don't. So what happens? You go on a trip. You go on a trip to South America. So what happens when you go see the shaman? Well, the shaman who leads the ceremonies boils the leaves and the bark in the water. What?
Is this anywhere in South America or is it specifically Peru? I thought it was Peru.
It's mainly Peru, but I also saw a couple articles that mentioned Brazil for the Amazonian tribes that used to do it. Like, so way back when, I think it used to be all up and down the Amazon, but now it seems primarily in Peru. Yeah.
Okay.
I will get to that in a minute, though. So good question.
Oh, okay.
No, you're not that specifically, but locations. So they boil the water and the bark. They boil the leaves and the bark in the water. And once the shaman's okay with the mixture, the water's removed and the plant parts are set aside. So then he gets more plants and more bark and uses the same water to boil it to increase the potency. So this is repeated until the water becomes very highly concentrated. So then after it cools down, it's strained one last time to remove like any impurities, which I'm guessing is like little bark pieces or I don't know, something you could choke on. It is strongly recommended that people only take it when they are supervised by an experienced shaman. It is also recommended to abstain from other chemicals like nicotine, alcohol, caffeine, and abstain from sex to help purify your body before this. Veganism and vegetarianism is encouraged for 2 to 4 weeks prior to the ceremony. The ceremonies are usually held at night and last until the effects are worn off into the morning. The shamans offer spiritual guidance throughout the ceremony, and some retreats have medical staff there. Most times, the ceremonies last a couple of nights, with the participants ingesting it every single night, and every single night is different.
Whoa.
So I first found out about ayahuasca, I think it was during COVID. There was a Netflix special on it, and it was on a particular retreat. Like they talked about one in Orlando, Florida. Yes. Okay. So ayahuasca is a Schedule 1 controlled substance according to the law. So it's illegal. However, speaking of Aaron Rodgers doing it, he actually didn't violate the NFL's drug use and performance enhancing drug policy because it would not test. They don't test for it. So therefore, they're saying that he did not violate the policy. Which I think they just thought, oh, it's Aaron Rodgers. We're going to say he didn't violate it. It's fine.
I was going to say, if he sucked, would they say the same thing?
Probably not. Because do you remember like how much trouble Randy Moss got in for saying he occasionally smoked weed, like way back? I think it was even after it was legalized.
But that's bad.
And you can test for that in urine. Ugh. Okay, so going back to that, so it's illegal in the US unless you use it as a religious purpose or for a religious experience. So there are places in the US that have borrowed, I guess, the traditions, like they've learned from the shamans, but they weren't brought up in that culture, so to say. So they have adapted the ways to kind of make it okay to have ayahuasca here in the US. So I was Googling and I was like, where are these? And it says they are the most common retreats. Actually, the number one is in the Behold retreats in Costa Rica and Mexico. So it sounds like there's quite a few in there. Costa Rica is pretty cool though. And then, oh, it's on there twice. It's so cool. It's on there twice. And then there's an ayahuasca retreat in California. And there's also, I printed everything twice. I have number 3 twice. I skipped number 4. Then it went straight to 5. Dang it. So I don't know what number 4 was, but number 5 is that retreat in Orlando, Florida. So it's called Soul Quest Retreat Center, or also known as Soul Quest Ayahuasca Church, was founded by medicine man Chris Young, who left the medical industry after seeing negative consequences of the pharmaceutical industry. Oh. And Verena Young, an integration coach who is finishing her PhD, certified in spiritual counseling and addiction recovery and psychospiritual integration coaching. Their team consists of traditional medicine men and women and coaches and doctors. So you can reserve your own spot, ceremonial space, or camping if you want to stay connected with Mother Earth. I don't mean to sound this way. That's not very nice of me. Or you can also have higher end options in private cabins or lodges. They even have a family cabin for large groups. Church members can enjoy a sacred smoke cleanse ceremony around a fire pit, join group integration circles, and participate in a sound meditation to get more of their ayahuasca journey. So they've been doing it for 10 years. There's more about that. But I thought that was interesting because that's in Orlando.
I wouldn't want to do anything with somebody else. Are you done?
No. So there's one in Washington. That's the only one I was going to cover. There's one in New York. There is one in Kentucky. Like, what? Why would it just surprised me that Kentucky would have one?
It's just moonshine. They're
and
just
then
moonshine.
New Mexico, which I could actually understand that too. So that's all I have.
See, I don't know that I would ever want to do it with like other people because, well, one, I'm never going to do it. But there was a story, I think, of a guy who was really into ayahuasca and he wanted to become a shaman, and he ended up like killing everybody.
He did. He killed, because I think he wanted to have another treatment and the shaman said no and wouldn't do it. And then he ended up
he was becoming really malnourished. And I think he also had
mental health.
Some kind of mental health.
I think along like this, I think it was like schizophrenia. Or he had some form of psychosis. I was going to say,
I thought it was like schizophrenia.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, he wanted to, I remember hearing about that too. He wanted to do it again. And the female shaman said, no, I'm not going to do it again. And I think he ended up killing her in her doorstep. And then he covered himself he was found in mud, like alongside the villagers. That's right. The villagers went after him. And I think they ended up either almost killing him or killing him or killing him. Is attempted or actual murder. I don't remember that part. And the people of the town were like, yeah, we did it. They didn't even try to hide it. He killed our religious leader.
Oh, so, it makes sense to everyone do it. I mean,
if you see one, do it. But I mean, it's a different culture for them. Like that's like, if you see someone shoot the president, you're just going to let them walk by you.
It depends on who's the president.
You should really watch that documentary on Netflix. Oh, goodness.
You cannot make fun of Maryland anymore if you just said documentary.
I wasn't even reading it. My brain just said it that way. That's great. The documentary is really good though, especially because it covered, and I think that at that retreat in Orlando, the way they presented it was that these people are that it's better to go the original route, like down to Peru and actually down to someone who has been doing this for their whole entire life instead of the Americanized version of it. I think like that's why they had to have medical staff there, because I think someone like needed medical attention throughout the night. Like they thought it was part of the ritual, but like this person legit needed medical attention because they were about to die. Yeah. So I don't know. It's I have mixed feelings about psychedelics and mental health, but we'll see with more research, I guess.
So speaking of research, next week we're talking about some research.
We sure are.
Yeah.
You get to hear Ingrid's voice for a long time.
Says anybody that's ever stuck in a room with me.
Yeah, so this was kind of short, I guess. There wasn't too much more to go on it, to talk about it, but.
Well, still, it's really interesting. And
you sound so it's really interesting.
So interesting. Go Packers. Yay, Aaron Rodgers and your long hair.
Well, he actually credits he's like, do you think it's a coincidence I started doing ayahuasca and then came back as 2 seasons for the MVP, as an MVP?
He just is trying to look for a way to talk about himself.
Did you see that meme of him looking like a Nicolas Cage walking into training camp? It was hilarious because he walked in with a wife beater and the long hair.
Yeah,
like
that's what I'm talking about. The commercial. I don't even know if it's a commercial. I've just so many people I'm friends with on Facebook have posted the video. The slow-mo video. Yes. Yes. What does the meme say?
Oh, the meme just has Nicolas Cage and then Aaron Rodgers next to it. I can't remember what it actually says, like Con Air, post Con Air, or something like that. It was really funny though, because they look similar, pretty dang similar. But yeah, I wouldn't. I do your own research on it and see if that's a good fit for you. It's probably pretty expensive to go to Peru, I would think. Stay for a couple of days.
There's other things to do in Peru.
Yes. Like that thing up top. Dang it. Machu Picchu.
I'm just going to let you talk.
Machu Picchu.
Yeah, good job.
Okay. I feel like you're being condescending to me again. Anyways.
Well, I feel
happy.
Oh, let's do it.
You want to share happiness?
Oh, you know what my happiness was the other day? I sat outside. I'm going to sound like such a farm girl. I let my chickens out of their little run and just sat and watched them. And it was just really peaceful. And it was cute because they were so happy. They were running around eating bugs and grass, making their little chirpy sounds. That was my bee happiness.
I have a happiness moment every day on my way home from work. Going down the interstate that I have to drive down, there's this one part under an overpass that if I hit it going 75, it goes like boop boop, and my stomach kind of lifts up a little in the air, and then my Jeep I love that feeling. Except there's a dead cat right there too, so it's a little sad, but. But the bump, it makes me very happy. Like I just smile every time I drive over it. It makes me so happy.
Aw, okay. Well, thank you all for listening.
Mm-hmm.
As always, send us some feedback. However you want to contact us. Jessica's phone number is
555-867-5309.
There you go. But we have our email, our website, our Insta, our Facebook, our Twitter. Anyway, thank you guys.
Thank you.
Be happy.
Be educated.
Okay. Be a Packer fan.
Be in love with yourself.
That's great.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
I have a beautiful song for you, teacher. Good morning, beautiful. How was your night? Mine was wonderful. with you by my side. I open my eyes, see a sweet face. It's a good morning, beautiful day.
If you'd like to reach out to us or submit your situation, please contact us at anothersituationpodcast@gmail.com or find us on Instagram at Another Situation Podcast. We're also on Facebook at Another Situation.
Another Situation is produced and edited by Point 5 Pinoy. Music is written and performed by Tim Crow.